Join me in welcoming philanthropist, social entrepreneur, and peace activist, Bobby Sager, head of the Sager Family Foundation and a member of the WPO New England chapter.
I have this suspicion that I'm up here to make Julian Assange look normal. So, I don't. But anyway, so here to talk about making a difference and the social enterprise networks. And the idea that we're all here in this room because we're really good at being business people. We're really successful. We have an infrastructure that we rely on. We went, some of us, to business school. We're skilled at making money. But we're not necessarily skilled at making a difference. And it's actually quite a complex circumstance to make a difference, especially in places that need it the most. So one of the things that we want to show you in the next few minutes is a couple of videos that show YPOers using the platform that's been created through the social enterprise networks to leverage their individual making a difference efforts. So basically the idea is, how do we get as successful at making a difference as we are at making money? So the first example that we wanted to show is something that happened, I guess about 2 months ago now in Dubai, called the Celebration of Entrepreneurship, that was championed by two great YPOs, Fadi Gandour and Arif Naqvi, who are members of a forum that I'm in, which is called the US Arab Action Forum. So this is a great example of Fadi and Arif asking the other members of the forum, I think there ended up being 10 of us, that went to Dubai to act as mentors and resources and speakers. This is a great example of YPOers using the network to leverage their impact. So we'll show the film.
So we have three things: passion, know-how, and belief.
We're expecting a few hundred people. We had 2,700 people turn up over 2 days. My name is Arif Naqvi. I'm the CEO and founder of Abraj Capital, which I founded about 9 years ago. Today, Abraj Capital, which is a private equity firm, is the largest firm in the world outside of North America and Europe. Celebration of Entrepreneurship was really born out of the financial crisis that struck the whole world actually in 2008 and 2009. We needed to bring together a cross-section of people, the biggest business leaders and the youngest people starting out in business, and inspiring them, empowering them, connecting them into a common platform. I reached out to my YPO friends to get advice. American Arab Action Forum, A3F as we call it, really jumped to the fore. All of them came together. We had a few conference calls, and they were all supporting me in different ways in terms of how to put it together. We had close to 100 YPOers that made themselves available either as mentors and speakers or just to participate in the audience.
The celebration of entrepreneurship is basically something that shows how YPOs can come together. It started with Arif and I, but it is also about all of us moving from despair to hope. And that's what entrepreneurship is all about, and that's what the celebration of entrepreneurship was all about.
YPO as a platform, operates in different ways for different people. For me, it's always been about discovery and learning about new avenues and new opportunities.
We are in the business of finding new problems so that we can solve them, because that's the way we think as entrepreneurs.
I think we've created a movement. We've started a process which is virtually irreversible.
It was a meeting of approximately 2,000 young entrepreneurs from all over the Arab world. And it took place about 2 months before the first protesters arrived in Tahrir Square in Cairo. And this was, I think, a great example of how YPO can engage in the world, basically a revolution of entrepreneurship.